Good morning and welcome to Wholesome Roots. I woke up feeling like I was glowing today from the abundance that we received yesterday with our volunteers and getting the garden weeded and mulched. It was such a great feeling. Such a weight has been lifted off my chest. Plus, those girls are awesome people. Just really good energy to be around, and they really made me feel good about what I'm doing here. And I feel like I have a renewed spirit, like I have this new energy to go forth and make things happen and really succeed at what we're trying to do here. So another huge thank you to the Georgia Farmers Market Association. If you can go and support them in any way that you can, they are a nonprofit organization and they do this all out of the good of their hearts, and they are amazing. And if you are in Georgia, you can become a member, and they will give you all kinds of benefits, and they help so many farmers market managers, the farmers that are bringing their produce to market, and the consumers. So it's a really win-win situation with them. I think those ducks need a bigger pond. They don't like going out on our big pond. They're afraid of the big water. But I am gonna have to make a trip to Dollar General and see if I can't get a bigger swimming pool for them. Because these ducklings need to be upgraded into bigger quarters. They're gonna get that swimming pool so they don't have to use this old kitty litter pan anymore. Don't worry, it's clean. Well, clean until they got into it. But the problem is our expansion that we were gonna do by connecting these two gates together and making a bigger living quarter. Even though these are the same brand playpens, and we've done this with other ones, these aren't connecting right. Ryan tried yesterday and they have just a slightly different size on the bottom connector. This one's short and this one's tall. So yeah, back to square one on trying to plan a new living quarters that are going to be a little bit bigger for these guys to enjoy. Now I know I could just Google this and get my answer, but I wanted to see if any of you guys knew what was going on. This is my pecan tree, and this appears to be some type of gall or blister. And I was just curious, I've never seen it before, and it's really bad. It's all over this tree and another tree. It's on the leaves too, but it's mainly on these bloom ends where the fruiting would occur. So that kind of stinks for our pecans. It's a bad sign. I'm guessing, well, those look like aphids in there. Maybe make an opportunity of a situation that was already taking place. But I'm guessing some type of wasp larva, maybe? I know a lot of galls. Oh wait, no, whatever they are, they're in there. That sure looks like aphids. So is there a type of aphid that causes a gall on pecan? I mean, I'm gonna Google it anyway, but I'd love to hear if you guys have any experience with this or if you know anything about it. Good morning, Vivian, my future graduate.
Good morning, Mommy.
Whew, my brain is confused. So Vivian was coming out here to talk to me because she's graduating this week. Yay! And we're trying to figure out when all of her friends' graduations parties are and when she wants to have friends over for a party. And it's Rowan's birthday this week, next week. And it's Memorial Day weekend. So there's just like so much scheduling that I'm trying to juggle in my brain. So we had to sit and look at the calendar for a minute. So now I am back to headed down to the barn And look at this, y'all. I am just blown away at the beauty that I see before me. It's gorgeous. I feel like I have a real garden right now, like bona fide. I could be proud of this. There's so many times that I've been embarrassed of my gardens, and now I feel like, come look at my gardens, everyone. So we've got some work to do still. We've got to finish staking the tomatoes and getting them set up on a Florida weave. We need more stakes. We ran out. So we're gonna have to get some more stakes. Hopefully we can find a place where we can cut down some bamboo if we have time. And unfortunately, I tried to rake these weeds up and get them out, and it is extremely difficult and way too hard. So I think we're gonna have to borrow someone's tiller again, unless we can get ours fixed in the next week, because we're gonna have to do it this week, because we got to get finished planting. There's so much more to plant. It's ridiculous. So not only do we have sweet potato slips now that we have to plant, we also have ginger root we have to plant, and we have some boysenberry root cuttings that I've got in water right now until I can go ahead and plant them. And I need to do that quick. They won't do well sitting in water. I just did that to rehydrate them because they came in the mail. And then all of the stuff from seed. So we have squash, corn, okra, beans, cucumbers, and I have potatoes that I have that are healed, that I cut up into eyes and are healing on my kitchen counter. I mean, like, there is so much more still to plant, but we live in Georgia and we have a long growing season, so that's pretty awesome, and we feel really great and lucky and fortunate for that. So we will get it done. It's just a matter of time. We just need to hurry up. And can you imagine, it took 9 people. It took 9 people 4 hours to pull those weeds and put down that mulch. So if you divide, I mean, if you multiply 4 times 9, how many hours that is? That's a lot. We never could have got this much work done without all of the awesome help. And so now I feel like we have a step up to finish what the rest of the garden needs. All right, y'all. You see this? You see that? Dust. It has not rained here in a good bit. And this is one of the things you really have to watch out for when you're using an electric fence charger, because those grounding rods don't do a lick of good if the soil doesn't have some moisture in it. So I've got my fence on, it's flicking green, but I literally just watched a goat come up to the fence and chew on the wire, and they did not jump or move away. Unfortunately, that means we are not hot, and it's got to be because of the lack of moisture in the soil. So I am gonna have to keep a close eye on the herd today. The good news is we are expecting rain today. So the soil, and it's gonna be a 4-day rain event. So that's awesome. Great news for our garden and for the fence charger. The only bad thing is goats don't go out in the rain. So they're gonna be kind of miserable being in the barn probably. But if there's any break in the weather, we will definitely bring them out for playtime. So, yeah. Look at this goofy. Eugene, you're so silly. He's my comic relief goat. And Luna is fitting right in with the herd. She's so funny. She's like, I want to play. You want to play with me? You want to be my friend? Come on, play with me. Silly baby goats. Nobody's interested in playing with Luna. Luna's gonna seek adventure elsewhere. Say, Mommy, Mommy, will you play with me? I'll come in and play with you. Oh, Sugar, you messed up your collar. Sugar, come here, let me fix you. Let me get her. Alright. You guys be good. Mama's gonna head back to the house, do what I've got to do down there, and hopefully come back and do some gardening before I have to leave for dinner. Isn't it funny how when you have one huge weight lifted off your chest, you kind of sometimes feel like you have another one put on? One problem replaced for another. I shouldn't look at it that way, and I don't usually. I'm just, I just made a list of the things that I have to do like ASAP because the plants are not gonna be viable if I don't. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot to do. So I'm gonna borrow my friend's tiller again and get that weed area tilled again. And we're gonna get it planted faster than we did this one. We just have to. We're just gonna do the best that we can. And hopefully this time nobody will get sick. So that'll be good. That'll give us more time to commit to the garden. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And like, share, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.